But do you ever think what you're doing is even more than that?
Yes, it is, but I don't want to get too carried away and start blowing smoke up my own ass.
I know, and I don't either.
And that's why I say don't accuse me of the used to be Mother Teresa or the Saint Teresa syndrome, okay?
But you're doing more here than creating wealth, Dan Peña.
I know.
I mean, seriously, you're trying to course correct a human species that's going the wrong way.
Correct.
That could kill itself.
Correct. Okay.
You already think we're fucked.
Yes. Yeah.
We're
you're
dead.
right.
We're dead. We're all dead.
We're dead. You know, maybe 200 years, 400 years, 300 years. We're finished.
No matter what.
No matter what. But it's like I dreamt 5 or 6 months ago, a QLA mentee, probably a realer, and it's on social media, came up with a cure for everything in the world, and he put it on what's a WordPress, the thing that's free on the internet.
Yeah.
WordPress. He gave it away. He fucking gave it away. I dreamt it just as clear as I'm watching you right now. A nerd on a computer.
Open source solution.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say.
And you dreamt that one of them did it.
And gave everything away, and it cured everything from cancer to impotence to fucking everything.
So you still have hope.
Yes, I do. Down deep in some
inside.
fiber of me. Yeah.
And you dreamed that.
Yeah, I dreamt it. Yeah, I dreamt it 3 times now.
Three times.
And,
There's a pattern
but
there.
it's the same blonde kid, all 3 times.
And it was because of what you teach, he open sourced, and the world all of a sudden
changed.
And, was
and
better.
then love worked.
Because he did it out of love.
Correct.
That's very amazing.
That's heavy. But if I taught that shit at the seminar, I mean, nobody'd ever do any deals. They're waiting for the love to happen.
So Dan Peña just said on record that maybe love worked in the end.
At the end.
Because he open sourced it and gave it to
He
everybody.
open sourced. And that is the true act of love.
And
when you give the cure for everything. Everything, okay?
Yeah.
We're not fighting with the Koreans. Putin, we're swapping bodily fluids with Putin. The Vatican turned honest. I mean, everything, you know. But that's the same kind of dream that Obama had when he was going to be president.
Right. But you turn dreams into reality.
Correct.
And
I do.
You've just dreamed this 3 times.
Yeah, I've dreamt it 3 times.
Possible.
Same kid, same blonde hair, different backgrounds. One time he had like a rocket ship going someplace. Another time he was in a scientific lab, probably MIT. And another time, I forget where he was the 3rd time. And that's going to be, you know, I'm going to be gone, I would assume. Yeah, maybe.
But you manifest dreams.
Yes, I do.
You do.
I like I told the Hyperloop guys, I make dreams come true, kids. You know.
Wouldn't that be something, Dan Peña?
Yeah.
If at the end of all of this, you menteed someone who solved and saved the world.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be better than the biggest deal in recorded history.
Even you would admit that.
Yeah, I would.
And we could be a part of it here at London Real.
Well, and again, you got me started. And I had to push a little to get on the show. And then when I showed up and I saw how you were dressed, I said, Dan, just stay cool. You know, he's not disrespecting you, Dan. That's not why he's doing it. That's just his little deal. And then you put on that little blazer that you had, crumpled up, you know, for our picture opportunity. But yeah, and then he open sourced it. And,
so that's a recurring dream you've had 3 times. Let me ask you one other question. When you were at the Bulletproof Conference years ago, you closed your eyes and went through some guided meditation when you were in the audience,
and
just on a whim. And you saw your 3rd eye,
Correct.
and you had all of these visions.
Correct.
And that was
I did it one more other time when I went to see my friends, my rich friends, and who had just died. She had died, and she brought back to life after 18 or 20 minutes. And I asked her, what did you see, Mary? And she said, I didn't see any light. And I said, well, you're not going to heaven anyway, Mary. I know you 40 years. She says, I saw gray, and I saw every regret I had since I was born to when I dropped dead in my son's the party you have before you get married. You know,
you saw that in you or in her?
No, she saw that, every regret.
Okay.
Fast forwarded, you know, in thousands of microseconds. Because I believe we go to our graves with our regrets. So I'm in the regret minimization. You know, some of the things you already know, you've already talked about regretting, you know, when you were the CFO and you were this and that, the other thing back in your previous career. But I'm in the regret minimization business, and some of the guys that threw the punch in the ring, I've changed their life forever, even if they only make 100,000 pounds. Because you know, I am a man. You know, I can stand up. A couple of their knees are shaking so bad. I mean, we got to prop them up with fucking sticks, but they're in there. But now we've made it real professional. We've got the referee there, professional referee. And I almost got knocked out of the ring 3 seminars ago. We didn't put that on YouTube. 2 of the big heavyweight got 250, 280 or whatever. The 280 guy hit the 250 guy and knocked him with such velocity. I was trying to get out of his way, and he ran into me, and we both almost went over the fucking ropes. So I said, no, I don't need this.
Now you have the professional referee.
Yeah.
Let me go back inside your head.
Okay.
How can we tap into what else is in there? I mean, you're having these visions of these people doing these things. I mean, that's a recurring dream like that. I mean, there's something there.
Yeah, and
was that what maybe objectively saying, subconsciously, does that drive you to make that decision 2 years ago that I'm not going to go for the money, I'm going to go to help all these kids? And one of those kids is the blonde kid that open sources and saves the world.
I didn't think of the blonde kid then, but maybe in retrospect, that's why I did it. That's why I did it. Because I know that what the kids, just like I said, what you're capable of. I know. I've seen amoebas do brain surgery, kind of, you know. I've seen that, and it's unbelievable. You know, what's possible when you're willing to make the personal, emotional sacrifices. And I'm not telling everybody to miss Christmas and Hanukkah and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, deals, the big guys don't know what holiday it is. Like, I told you, we started hardcore from 3 years ago. Somebody said, Mr. Peña, you realize it's Easter Sunday today? No, is it? And he says, I said, you mean we worked through Good Friday? And he said, yeah, I didn't know it. And I said, I wonder if I had a seminar over Christmas, if anybody'd come. 3 days later, we got 200 people. What seminars over Christmas? So I had to develop a hardcore seminar. Now, contrary to what people think, a lot of people don't like Christmas. They think it's downtime. It makes them think of this or makes them think of that. Or alcoholics don't like Christmas because everybody drinks. And so, I mean, that's how the hardcore was born.
All right. And so, just to finish out my visions. I'm not
By the way, did
crazy.
I have a gray hair on my head, my big head?
You looked fucking fantastic, Dan. I don't know. You know? And you were literally saving us from extinction and death. And that sounds like no big deal now, we're all going to die soon. And the 7 billion other fuckers on the world, most of us, on any given day, if we're honest, we don't give a shit about them. But when you really think about it as this hunter-gatherer tribe trying to survive on this earth from going dead, and like you said, we're pretty much fucked as a species on this earth. It's only a matter of time. And
we haven't learned anything. It's unbelievable how stupid we are.
But then to see you there saying, no, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to be there. I'm going to pass on this knowledge. I'm going to push you harder than you ever did it for our own survival. That was powerful. And then for you to say that you've seen visions of you doing that.
Yep.
That's pretty powerful.
And when I saw through my third eye, and I had never practiced any of that before, all the shaman gurus that were there went fucking ballistic. Well, where do you teach out of it, and where do you study out of? Did you go? Were you in Nepal or?
Because you told them what you saw.
Yeah, I told them, and then I was able to do it again.
Dan, why wouldn't you tap more into this third eye? Why wouldn't you drink ayahuasca with me?
Well, I'm not going to drink ayahuasca. I'm not going to take a. But
will you before you die?
Well, I'm going to do heroin before I die.
Oh.